So look, yeah, I'm about to record another video, right? Now, this video right here is about to be about escaping the Matrix. Now, I told y'all before, this video about to be it's about to be a little about everything. I'm gonna be still giving y'all like a little spiritual messages here and there too, that I'm starting to, pick up on too. And like I said in what video was it? I don't even remember, man. I just be on autopilot, man. I just be making these videos. I just be speaking off the dome, man. So I don't even really be remembering like that as far as these videos. But I said that shit crazy, man. I be having, like, before I be making these videos, man, it's like everything be flowing in my mind, but as soon as I start rolling, man, the shit just go blank. But anyways, though, escaping the Matrix, for those of y'all that don't know what the Matrix is, school, college, 9-to-5 jobs. Anything that's taking you away from yourself is the Matrix. It's the outside world, like, when you growing up, whatever your majority of the people that grow up, the chosen ones, they grow up in a family that's stuck in the Matrix. The fuck, man, you don't get the fuck away from me. Motherfucker, fat ass walls right up. But yeah, like I was saying, most chosen ones, they grow up in a dysfunctional family that's stuck in the Matrix. So the only way they know to get money is to work a job. That's the Matrix. Or go to school, get a diploma, do that. That's the Matrix, right? But they don't really care about what you trying to do with your life. Like, if it's anything, like, whatever, you could get paid off your hobbies, but you don't gotta take the Matrix route, like going to the NBA, becoming an actor. Like, it's nothing wrong with that, but it's two different. You could go independent, like do everything yourself, which is about you, or you could take the Matrix route. What most of these rappers be doing when they be taking the record labels, they be signing these contracts and shit like that. They be getting help from the Matrix. There's all the elites, all that. That's the Matrix. They run the Matrix, right? Now I know I've been on this shit for a minute, so it's gonna sound like, this information is just too much, or it's gonna sound like it's, it's a little blown out of proportion. But I've been learning about the Matrix since I was in high school. Like, when I was in like my junior year, like the beginning year of my junior year, or the very beginning of my spiritual awakening. That's when I first started saying escape the Matrix. Like, I had this shit on my my Mac 2 in school, like, cause in certain classes you get, the school that I went to, it was like a designated spot that I went to where I had like a computer, and I had this shit as like my background, cause I was changing, so it's like the shit that I was interested in was changing too. And I remember in one of the classes that I was in, I was talking to one of my teachers about escaping the Matrix too. He was like, and he ended up telling me, he was like, what you know about the Matrix? What you know about the Matrix? And stuff like that. And then I started learning about how, like, school is indoctrination and shit like that, right? And then look, and the TV show that I recently just watched, it just came out on Netflix. It's called Inside Job. I was talking about it in the video. I was talking about subliminal message in TV shows and movies. What caught my attention was one of the commercials that came on, one of the trailers said, everything they teach you in school is a lie. And that's also what I started to figure out too, about the history, all that shit. It's all a lie. Like, well, the true reality is within us. We can create our own reality. Like, we could live whatever life they want to live. We don't gotta live the life that they set out for us to go to school, do all these years, and then when you finish all these years, you go to college, you be confused on what you're trying to do with your life. Like, that's what the Matrix is gonna do to you. Like, it's just made to confuse you for no reason. That's why I just knew all along, since I was in like 4th grade, I just knew it was something wrong with the reality that we live in too. I was in like 4th grade, and I was just thinking like, I just don't want to be in school. Like I never knew why, but now everything is starting to all make sense, man. It's starting to all. We could create our own reality. Ever since I started getting in nature, I just started getting the answers to my life. Like everything is just gonna start flowing. Like you gonna know, like the shit that you want to do is gonna start flowing automatically. As well as when you start speaking shit into existence, the more energy you have, the more, when you start to working yourself on the inside, everything on the outside gonna follow. But it's all about within. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to put people on, but they don't be trying to listen. They just focus on what they see on the outside world, and they wonder why shit don't happen how they want it to. They always gotta force shit to work out. But when you fix your energy within, everything on the outside is gonna follow. This is why people be asking me like, wow, like people be saying like they always be trying to criticize me, shit, like about the way I live my life, cause I don't force shit to happen. Like I don't force shit, cause everything work out. You know what I'm saying? Now before it wasn't like this. Like before I knew anything about spirituality or connecting with the source, I never knew about speaking anything into existence or none of that. But I always heard I always had like my skepticism towards certain shit. Like I used to always say as far as religion, and that's another thing too. Most chosen ones, they also grow up in a religious family too. But that's just a foundation too. But that's besides the point. Oh, another thing is too, religion is also made to keep you in the matrix too. That's one thing. The matrix is made to keep you from connecting within yourself, connecting with God. It ain't no outside, nothing that's outside yourself. Everything that's made for you to look outside yourself is false teachings. Everything within yourself is the real reality that they try to get you away from. And this is why when you start to connect and tap in with yourself, you start to get answers. You start to get all that. Why you think a lot of people like smoking weed and stuff like this? When you smoke weed, this is spiritual drugs that that's connecting you to the source too. And why you think in certain they just now legalizing marijuana? Because they trying to do something to the weed to to take away that abilities. Like everything they just trying to do, they trying to make a photocopy of it. They trying to take it. They trying to make everything artificial. Like they don't want nothing to be organic, none of that. Like I be starting in certain places. I'm starting to see that they starting to cut down trees. You know what I'm saying? They just turn to everything that's organic artificial. Like I just don't understand it. Like all these fast food restaurants too. Like even food got to do, like all these fast food like McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, all this shit. The food gonna be good, but that's a part of the matrix too. They put shit in the food too to control your mind too. Like, I remember I ain't never watched the movie Us, but this another thing too. I heard in the trailer, it was like a commercial too, where the girl was saying something about they put fluoride in the water, some shit to control our minds. Like I'm telling you, that's how it be. They be putting everything in the foods to control your consciousness. That's how it is. And I'm starting to realize that the more organic foods that I'm starting to intake, that I'm starting to eat, or I'm starting to put in my system, I have more control of my reality. And this is what they don't want to happen. They don't want nobody to be able to control their own reality. This is why they trying to get people, vaccinated. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to speak too much about that because, you know, they took my last video down when I was talking about it. But yeah, man, they trying to do any and everything in their power to stop everybody from connecting with themselves, the source. They trying to turn everything artificial, and they just want to take control of the, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know that. I don't feel the need to, speak on that too much. Yeah, man, it's important that you escape the matrix, man. All this shit, getting in nature, the sun, the moon, all that, connecting with the source, they say they help you escape the matrix. Healthy foods, all that. If you feeling hungry and the first thing you think about is going to order something from McDonald's, keep you stuck in the matrix, or you want to eat meat, keeping you stuck in the matrix. But it's just something that you gotta get used to, man. When you start to tap in with yourself, you start to get answers to your life. When you start to live life the way you want to, you know what I'm saying? You still respect your family, your mother, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what I had to. I still had to. I ain't gonna say I was like angry, but like during my whole spiritual awakening process, I was kind of coming off a little over the edge, because it was like I was coming into something new that I wasn't really familiar with. So it was kind of like I was coming off a little, the energy was kind of intense, right? So people that I was coming off disrespectful, it wasn't even that. I was trying to force the knowledge into people, but that's not how it's supposed to be. You gotta set an example. People gonna see you. You know what I'm saying? You fix your energy, you fix your life, people gonna see you. But yeah, man, I'm just starting to see, like, also too, when you start to escape the matrix, it's also gonna feel weird in the beginning too, because life ain't gonna be how you used to it being. Like, you know what I'm saying? I done got used to waking up to a program time, 6, 7, 8 o'clock just to go to school, and you get out at a program time 3, 4, 5 o'clock, whatever time you get out of school. Like, you doing this for years and years and years. You start to get used to this shit. But now that I'm starting to take control of my own life, it's starting to feel a little weird. Like damn, am I really doing the right thing? Like this, I'm not used to life being like this. But then at the same time, it's like I'm more happier, I'm more free. You know what I'm saying? You don't ever gotta worry about anything, because everything is gonna be how you want it. You speak what you want, and in due time it's gonna manifest itself. Because most people in the matrix, they out here living a paycheck to paycheck. You know what I'm saying? They worrying about when you gonna pay their bills and stuff like that. And then people be like, I can't speak on this because I don't have my own spot yet, but eventually it's gonna happen. But this is when this is why I be trying to talk about energy too, because energy is so important until it's connected to your reality that you live. Because if you don't have enough energy within your cells, your reality not gonna match. It's not gonna match. And this is why a lot of things don't happen how people want it to happen, because the energy not matching your reality. So if you're out here eating unhealthy foods, it's lowering your energy, it's lowering your vibration. So it's putting you underneath the reality that you want to live. So you opening yourself up for shit not to go your way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just thinking of this like this little, like a little bar, you know what I'm saying? Like a health bar. Like, if you play GTA, right, you get like a little health bar, like when they shoot you and your health bar go down. It's the same way, like when you eat unhealthy foods, and stuff like that, and you partaking in, unhealthy environments, it's lowering your bar, it's lowering your health bar, your energy bar, all that. So now it's gonna put you in situations to where you're gonna have to make stuff happen, or it's gonna, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have to depend on the matrix to make shit happen for yourself. But if you know you connect to the source, you eat healthy foods, you start to work on yourself within, everything is gonna happen how you want it to. You know what I'm saying? Man, I just felt like I just gave a whole little school lesson just now, man. It's so funny. But yeah, man, I be thinking about a lot of shit. I just feel like I just need to put this knowledge somewhere, man, cause I'm tired of just talking to my family. They don't be getting it, man. They don't even be getting it, so I just be coming out here, expressing my thoughts, emotions, and shit like that. Yeah, man, escape the matrix, man. It's important that you live the life that you want to live, man. Cause it'll be a sad thing for you to go your whole life. For you to go your whole life, and then you be one of them ones that be looking back, saying like, I could have did that, or I should have did. Nah, man, you could do that right now. Don't let nobody stop you from doing what you want to do. It's your life. It's your reality, man. Don't let nobody control your reality for you. Now you can still, you know what I'm saying, do what you want to do, but I mean, still do, you know what I'm saying. I had to, the more and more that I was doing, like, you know, again, the nation stuff like that, it's like the stuff naturally, and like, I ain't even gonna say like I dropped out of school, but like the whole pandemic, it's kind of like, it's shit, like it was kind of like a shift. It wasn't like I intentionally dropped out because of the changes that I did. It was kind of like life was just not, it's like I outgrew school, so it wasn't fitting the energy, the vibration that I was at. I was starting to outgrow it. Like school didn't feel like school no more. Like it just felt like a playground or something. Like it just ain't feel like school to me no more. But yeah, I ain't gonna make this video too much longer. I'm gonna keep coming with these type of videos, man, to wake y'all up too, man. As long as these messages from the source too, you know what I'm saying? Cause I love making these type videos. But yeah, man, y'all stay up, man. Y'all be blessed, man.